What's the biggest loophole you've ever exploited? Before we start with the first story, please hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated with us. Story 1. I used to bartend and would have to pay for parking, either on the street, which was a pain since I would have to re-up in the middle of my shift and often forgot, or in a paid parking lot. Found a parking garage that used a ticket machine on the way in, but had you pay a person on the way out. 90% of the time, there would be no one working late night when I left work, so I scored free parking for a few years. There was a similar story over in one of the entrepreneur small business subreddits a few months ago. Guy was a bartender and people had to pay for parking, so he bought the empty gravel lot next door and set up a paid parking place. Since he was the bartender, he would validate people's parking for them if they came into the bar and got a drink. He then realized a lot of people paid to park at this empty lot during the day, so he set up a car wash detailing operation. People could park their cars, get it cleaned while they were off shopping or at work, come back and go get a drink, and OP got paid every step of the way. Story 2. This loophole I learned from someone else on Reddit, but I'll share it for those who may not know. If you have a Planet Fitness plan and can't cancel it online, change your home gym to a random one in California. Then you can cancel it online. And it's not just Planet Fitness, it's anything you've signed up for. California law requires that any business who allows you to subscribe online must also allow you to cancel online. You're welcome, America. Story 3. When I was in high school, I accidentally found a soda machine that dispensed free grape soda. I hit the button randomly while passing by, and a grape soda came out. I did it again the next day just to see more free grape soda. It must have been busted or some sort of strange glitch. For the entire school year, I would pass by and hit grapes on my way home and get a free grape soda. I wasn't stupid about it either. I kept that crap to myself. I wasn't about to ruin my free grape soda by telling everyone. Story 4. At an old job, we had a quiet corridor vending machine that was always getting stuck, but if your item got stuck, you would get your money back, and most people would just order something else. I rarely use vending machines, but on a whim, I was passing a went to order something. But I was on the phone and not paying attention properly, so I accidentally pressed the item that was clearly stuck. I guess people, when they see a clearly stuck item, don't try to get it. But it turns out what would happen is the machine would actually fix itself when you paid for a stuck item and kept whirling and whirling around for a while until not only the stuck item came out, but a second item behind it came out. Fantastic, you're thinking. 2 for the price of 1. Nope. The machine would also give you your money back. So until the day I left that job, anytime I passed the machine and something was stuck, usually 3 to 4 times a week, I would get 2 for the price of none. And as I'm a healthy guy, 90% of the time, I'd just give it to a coworker who I thought was having a bad day. 9% of the time, I'd take the snacks home and give it to one of my housemates, but I told them about the freebie. Story 5. I had found out and abused the fact that Bed Bath & Beyond's had a birthday reward loophole. I essentially had created multiple BBB accounts, set the birthday to next day, and had $5 birthday gift card rewards roll in on the next day. It also turned out you were able to stack them together into one account, so I cashed out about $600 worth of them to buy my mom expensive kitchen appliances. Ninja Creamy and Ninja Smart Foodie, great products, use them almost every day. And if you requested to cancel your order, you would get 1 gift card with the full balance. So instead of just being able to use $5 x 20 gift cards in one order, you could use $5 x 20 x 20. I don't remember the limit of GCs exactly, but it was somewhere between 10 and 20. Got some nice Ninja and KitchenAid things. Story 6. Dropbox's free tier was like 5 gigs but offered extra storage for referrals. I spent maybe $5 on Google Ads containing my referral link, maxed out my account at 20 gigs, which I haven't had to pay for like a decade and a half now. I did the same thing. Except as a poor student, I had all the time in the world to create new Gmail addresses, and then install the app once on an old phone, log in, nuke the app, rinse and repeat with a new address, Google Ads and all. I think I read about it on Slick Deals. Did it with 2 accounts back in college, and still have both of them with 20 GB available. Story 7. Signed up for a free trial on Audible. When I went to cancel, it offered me a free credit to stay. Took the free credit, went to cancel again, and offered another free credit to stay. Got about 25 credits in one day before I chickened out and officially canceled. Did something similar with a NYT digital subscription. Supposed to be $20 mo. I started my subscription at a fee of $10 mo, and when it expired a year later, they offered what I think they meant to be half off full price, but instead gave me half off my current price. That happens every year. I'm somehow still at $4 mo. Story 8. Back in the days when Groupon was new and so there were real deals to be had, I purchased a 1 for a free sub from a big sandwich chain. The process for redemption was to order your sandwich in line like normal, and at the point where you'd pay, you held up your phone, and the employee at the register would click the redeem button on your phone. Then comp the sandwich. I would pull up the Groupon, turn off cellular data, and then let the employee redeem the Groupon. As soon as they had done so and I walked out with my food, I would uninstall and reinstall the Groupon app. This prevented it from simply relaying the redemption the next time data was available. I did this nearly every day until the Groupon expired, usually for a couple weeks. I bought the Groupon every time it showed up, usually every other month. Probably over 100 free subs. Such times, the late noughts. Story 9. In college, I was dating this girl who worked at the bookstore, which had an at the moment. She texted me informing me that at the moment was giving out $20 bills instead of $5, so if you withdrew $15, it'd give you $60. I and my friends, and 7 other people who happened to find out, made quite a bit of money that day. I only made a few hundred because I was broke at the time and only had so much to withdraw. Some people were there for a long time though. Everyone was super respectful about it. They'd withdraw, get their $60, and then move to the back of the line and do it again. Not one argument about hurrying up or anyone trying to double withdraw. Just broke college kids living in harmony, stealing from a bank. Was beautiful. No one got in trouble. We were bugging for a while. The machine was completely cleaned out of $20 by the time the ATM people came. Girl I was dating said she heard them say it was well over $10K. Story 10. Around 2008, the US Mint was trying to get more people to use the new dollar coins. You could buy some via their website and they would ship them to you for free. Those purchases would earn you points on your credit card. I bought $10,000 worth of coins, then took those coins to the bank so I could pay my $10,000 bill. I would then buy another $10,000 and repeat. A few 100,000 air miles later, and I'm still using those free miles in 2024. They eventually did close the loophole, but some people with huge lines of credit were able to get millions of free air miles. Story 11. I had the Amazon Prime student discount for about 12 years. Back then, Amazon required you to upload a copy of your student ID as proof of eligibility. 5 of those years were undergrad and 2 were grad, so I used the student IDs that were issued each year. Well, after finishing grad school, I got an alumni ID to access some school resources. I noticed that the design of the alumni ID and the student ID were identical, except alumni was printed in the spot where 3 date range normally is, but took up significantly less room and left a lot of white space around it. So I scanned both IDs and used Photoshop to paint over the word alumni with the same color background, and then copied and pasted the numbers for my student ID one by one to show the current calendar year. I did this every year my Prime membership was up for renewal, and each time I uploaded the same ID with the new date it got accepted. This went on until one year. I got an email from Amazon that I would no longer be eligible for the student discount. Saved myself well over $500 doing this. Story 12. Let me tell you about the night of 6 free pizzas. It was Pittsburgh, 1982, 2 a.m. on a cold winter night. Studying in my dorm common room with friends. Pizza was inevitable. Back then, Domino's was pretty hardcore on their delivery guarantee, especially in college towns. If they were 1 second past 30 minutes, the pizza is free, and your next pizza is free. So we order a large pizza and start the timer. Go down to the lobby and Domino's guy comes huffing and puffing in, but too late. He's at 31 minutes. Free pizza and free next pizza. So we start with 2 free pizzas. Back upstairs and open box, wrong toppings. Call Domino's and complain, they'll send out another pizza and another free one. Then we get a call from the lobby like a minute later. Domino's is here for us, but way too fast. Go down and get the pizza, different driver, but gives it to us for free, and a coupon for another free pizza. Now 4 free pizzas. Back up to room, it has the right toppings this time. We dig in and get another call. Domino's is here again, but it is the first driver coming back with another pizza and another free pizza coupon. 6. Free pizzas. Pretty sure we first got somebody else's pizza by mistake, which is what triggered the event chain. TL, Dr. Domino's logistics collapse. College kids get 6 free pizzas. Story 13. In college, there were these snack and soda machines with conveyor belts. The door that led to where you picked up the item was a plastic door flap that didn't lock. If you bought something and held the door shut, the machine would end up returning your money and the item would remain on the belt. You could then buy something else, or the same thing, and a second item would drop to the belt, next to the prior purchase. Again, holding the door shut would force the machine to return your money. You could do this as many times as you wanted, provided all the items fit on the belt. Being a poor college student, when I realized it did this, I was able to get a few days' worth of drinks and snacks for the price of one. I recognized this as stealing now, but at the time I just thought, cool, I don't have to buy lunch tomorrow. Story 14. I used to work at Staples many years ago, and every item that we sell has a status. For example, A status stands for active, C status stands for clearance, and F status stands for final. For whatever reason, when an item goes to F status, the price drops dramatically. I'm talking about a desk that was $250 would ring up for $8.50. Also, because it was no longer an active item, that meant it was no longer on display on the sales floor, so anything that would not sell would just sit in the back unnoticed. I used to run a report in our system constantly, and it would list everything that our location had in stock under F status. There was a time when like 1/3 of my furniture at home was F status items, and I paid probably $50 total for it all. Got my first DSLR with lens for $250, regular price was over $1,000. It was a great time to be alive. Story 15. A few years ago, Leafly sent out a gift code for $50 on a specific CBD THC company's site. I realized that, rather than having a single-use code locked to your email, or per IP, computer, address, or whatever, like they usually did, it generated a new code every time you clicked the link from the email. That is to say, none of that "this code has already been used" nonsense. At that time, the majority of their products were under $50, and they offered free shipping on orders over $25, LOL. So over the next 3 months, I bought thousands of dollars worth of gummies, oils, lotions, and other health wellness products, all for the low price of $0. Alright folks, that's a wrap. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also share your those in the comment below.